I wanted to read you some more good news that happened yesterday with Stanford Medicine and get your take. So, Stanford Medicine has finally decided to stop doing gender affirming surgeries on patients younger than 19, joining Children's Hospital of Los Angeles and scaling back healthcare for transgender youth amid growing pressure from the Trump administration. Now, how are we feeling about this? I have been disgusted the last few years watching teenage girls get mastectomies, kids get sterilized, and it's the parents, I believe, who are sick, and the doctors who are radical liberals who are also sick. So isn't this another sign that we're moving in the right direction?
It is, but you know what's so funny is those same people were trying to tell us that they're not doing procedures on young children. So if you've
Hmm.
stopped them, you were doing them. And so are they
Hmm.
admitting that they've been doing these procedures this entire time? I don't really know what's going on here, but yes, the wins keep on going. I think we also saw the Supreme Court case in Tennessee, right, where we're having the state is able to say, yeah, we're not going to do these, and it's constitutionally correct for them to say, no, we're not going to have gender procedures in our state. It's not going to be a win though until all 50 states, and really, truly, this issue, yes, it was unfair for Leah Thomas to be on my team. I did not enjoy undressing with him in the locker room 18 times per week. Do not get me wrong, but the bigger issue I have with this entire situation is the whole children being transitioned. I mean, we see people like Chloe Cole. The first time I met Chloe Cole, I wanted to cry. I wanted to give her a hug. I wanted all of these different emotions because what she's gone through is nothing. I've gone through nothing compared to what Chloe's gone through. And I think that that is exactly why this is so maddening. And I think people are really opening their eyes up to how insane it is when we are quite literally cutting off the healthy body parts of underaged kids.
Absolutely. And then I totally agree with what you're saying. They try and tell you this isn't happening. But when you look at the statistics, it's like hundreds and hundreds, thousands of young girls who are having mastectomies. They're being injected with hormones, and the trajectory of their entire lives is being affected. And back in the day, remember we used to have like tomboys, right? You would have effeminate boys. Nobody was trying to trans them or inject them with hormones. Now, if your daughter, likes to play or is a tomboy, you take her to the doctor. The doctor might be some radical who's like, well, she's transgender. You got to get her on the hormones now. So I still think, tell me if you agree, I think the doctors who have performed these surgeries historically should be stripped of their licenses, right? If you perform a trans surgery on a minor, I do not think you should be in the medical profession because you're pretty sick.
I'd like to one up that. I think you should serve time in jail.